Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, October 23, 2022. If you can manage spending time free of interference so that you can do your own thing, you'll benefit today. However, early today brings possible tension and competition. It's most likely felt with those in authority or the business world, although personal interactions can also be stressful, perhaps even loaded. For best results, keep all your dealings above board and avoid the traps of game playing. While you can't control how others approach situations, you can control how you respond, and sometimes the best response is no response at all. Behaviors have more potential to impact your reputation today, and it's best to keep things status quo. As the day advances, you feel far freer. You might benefit from getting away from the usual routine for emotional satisfaction and nourishment. Filthy and foul energy lingers throughout the heavens today. You could feel as if you are drowning beneath toxic smog. This is because sweet Venus, our goddess planet of romance and attraction, will collide with a very evil and rapturous Pluto. This ensures tremendous turmoil and chaos within relationships, especially for those people who do not feel loved, respected, or valued. Messy fights could be triggered. Worse, though, is the possibility of vindictive actions and words that create scars in one another's hearts or souls. Run. Hide. Don't stand unaware. No one will feel today is a pleasant one. Look at how much you have transformed. Through trial and error, you have grown immensely as a professional, especially when Venus in Libra squares Pluto in your sign today. You might feel surprisingly out of control yet perfectly okay with the fluctuation during this square. As a hardworking Earth sign, you take immense pride in your career path. Currently, Venus is ushering you into a balanced, reciprocal phase in your career that invites in more commitments and partnerships, while Pluto is encouraging you to let go of any destructive tendencies. Embrace these changes. As the moon leaves your financial sector, this will not only leave you with your financial instincts and imagination fueled and a download of information to unpack, but with a new sense of perspective on both sides of the financial fence. With Saturn just 2 days away from turning direct in your income sector, this is a chance to look to the past as you prepare for a major turnaround. You have never been one to blindly conform to the group, but you certainly do care what people think of you. It's time to help them and yourself out and give them the information they need in order to really know you. You might want to first take a refresher course where you are concerned. Do you really know what you do and do not want? Disciplined exercise such as swimming and running give you the time to reflect on these questions while building your strength and self-esteem. This period is going to be rich in events and very good for success, notably if you are setting up a project having anything to do with union. Indeed, if you can create a new professional association or arrange a marriage, this would be the best time to do it. The vibrations of this period will be encouraging you very strongly to undertake such projects. Even if work is at the center of your preoccupations, this very concrete day will allow you to rapidly get tangible results. While the moon has returned to an adventurous part of your chart in the heart of the most powerful coming together of forces across the income, work, and career fronts this year, this can help to keep your mind and your options open. As Mars moves into his final 10 days in direct motion in your work sector, the Sun and Venus their final 2 in your career sector, and Saturn just 2 days away from turning direct in your income sector, the whole dynamics of this professional year is changing and evolving. The moon's return to an adventurous part of your chart today is not just good news for the spirit of adventure but for the spirit of romance as well. Over the coming days and into the early part of the weekend, this will see an increase in a mix of romance, adventure, and nostalgia at a time when the doors are open to the past and second chances. Our eyes in the sky. There is plenty to process on an emotional level now. Make sure you're honoring your time and giving yourself plenty of space to stretch out. This can mean that people are not honoring their boundaries and overlapping with your aura field throughout the day. Although the lunar vibes make it easier to let things bounce off you, there is a darker element to this as well. This can be especially true with certain family members, such as siblings, or even neighbors, because yesterday's aspects could be stirring up arguments left and right. You must honor yourself and let toxic connections take care of themselves. For those who are in family disputes, this is a good time to armor up psychologically and be very honest with yourself about your personal space and needs. Yesterday's Pluto energy hasn't cleared from the skies, and it adds a dramatic undertone to unconscious behaviors. Let someone show you who they are even if it hurts to see it. Be careful of what you say. Your own words may be contradictory. Don't shoot yourself in the foot by saying things that go against your own personal desires and inner beliefs. Make sure that what comes out of your mouth, keyboard, or touch screen is coming from your heart. You're likely to be in a much chattier frame of mind with activity in your house of personal expression and appearance. You may be thinking about changing the way you present yourself to the world. Assuming a professional demeanor means that you can get a new job, if you like, or move up at your current employer. Money and a key to the executive lavatory come with the new office. This is a spiritual lesson, and it can even mean you're feeling a telepathic connection to someone at this time. That doesn't mean they aren't violating your need for space, and this can go both ways, so be very mindful of this, because your mind is going through a process of merging right now. In the pre-dawn hours, the Leo moon sextiles Venus in Libra, stimulating a sense of well-being. We can be ourselves without pretense, charming friends and admirers with our outgoing attitude. Since many of us will be asleep at this hour, this transit may manifest in the form of happy dreams where we are reunited with loved ones. Guides take the form of family or relatives who affirm that we attract the proper relationships when we are brave enough to express ourselves authentically. Following this, the moon sextiles the Libra sun, perpetuating the good vibes born of the moon-Venus sextile. If we are asleep, pleasant dreams continue. If we are awake, we connect with others based on mutual interests or shared ideals. Our emotional and egoic desires are in sync. This influence is unlikely to manifest dramatic events. In fact, we might not realize how smoothly the day is going until this aspect has passed. This is ideal. It suggests we are living in the moment and sucking the marrow out of life. The moon begins its void of course following this aspect's perfection, proposing that we avoid starting new projects.